My dear friends, my name is Jacob Fibash, and welcome to Uncaged Zootours. If you are new to the channel and love animals, I recommend and appreciate you hitting the like, subscribe, and bell icons to join me on my tours. I have a treat for you today. We're heading back to Texas to visit another new zoo, the Sanantoniozoo. It has so much to offer: a reptile house, an aquarium, a bird house, and even an amphibian house. There are also animals from the tropics of South America, Asia, and Australia. Today, we're heading to one of the main highlights of my trip. Africa Live originally opened in two phases. Phase 1 opened in 2008, while Phase 2 opened in 2010. In this two-part adventure, we'll go behind the scenes not once, but twice, and meet several animals that I haven't talked about in a very long time. Let's begin. The first tank contains a bunch of cichlids and an ornate bichir. The ornate bichir has a pair of lungs that allow it to breathe at the surface like a lungfish. This ability allows the ornate bichir to breathe out of water for a short time. But again, being on land does feel out of place for a fish. I guess that's where the term fish out of water came from. And now, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the zoo's hippos, Timothy and Uma. Now let's head behind the scenes to meet them. According to the zoo, Uma is an old lady in hippo years, while Timothy acts like a rebellious teenager, even though he is 9 years old. When Uma was being fed, Timothy threw a tantrum by spraying dung against the glass. In the wild, male hippos flick their tails and spray their dung or feces to mark their territory. But on a less disgusting note, hippos secrete a natural pink slime that acts like sunscreen, which helps keep their skin from drying out. Hippos are huge, but they can run up to 18 miles per hour on land. Even though hippos are pachyderms like elephants, rhinos, and tapirs, scientists found out that hippos are closely related to whales, because both hippos and whales shared a common ancestor. Timothy is so popular that he has Facebook and Instagram accounts, and for Valentine's Day, he got a present for Fiona, who is the Cincinnati Zoo's iconic hippo. When I went behind the scenes, me and the rest of the people on the tour group got to feed him and Uma sweet potatoes and heads of lettuce. If you want to sign up for the hippo behind the scenes encounter, it costs $40 for people ages 3 and up and is free for anyone under 3. You can also sign up for a special Valentine's Day experience where you can dine and celebrate being together on Valentine's Day with your friends, date, family, and the hippos. But this experience can cost $175 to $250 and is only available around Valentine's Day. Let's move on. Following this tank for tetras is a West African dwarf crocodile. These guys are one of the world's smallest crocodilians and can grow up to 5 to 6 feet long. Because dwarf crocodiles prefer to hide, little is known about their behavior, other than the fact they are nocturnal or come out at night and like to go on dry land. Dwarf crocodiles also have clear third eyelids that help them see better underwater. The next few exhibits contain a bunch of Africa's snakes, like the African rock python, which is Africa's largest snake. African rock pythons constrict their prey by squeezing tighter every time their prey breathes out, before swallowing it whole. But if a python swallows something big like an impala, it may not eat again for months or even a year. While feeding, a rock python must remain still, because it might become a meal for painted dogs, hyenas, or even lions. Then, there's our first western green mamba. Unlike other snakes, green mambas will bite their prey, release, and then wait for it to succumb to their venom. However, green mambas avoid people, and will only bite them if a person annoys them too much. Snake venom is no laughing matter, as a green mamba's venom may kill a person in as little as 30 minutes, but there is lots of anti-venom to cure a green mamba's bite. They and their cousin, the Cape cobra, belong to a group of snakes called elapids, which also consist of sea kraits and coral snakes. All these snakes have short fangs, shiny scales, and can strike multiple times. They also prefer to hunt at sunset and at night, but some species also like to hunt during the day. After this exhibit with an Angolan python, the next snake is at ground level. The gaboon viper is Africa's largest viper, and despite its fearsome appearance, is more laid back than other venomous snakes and rarely bites. However, the gaboon viper has the longest fangs of any venomous snake, at 1.6 inches. The snake's pattern looks like fallen leaves on the ground. But how is the gaboon viper different from the green mamba? Well, unlike the green mamba, whose head is round, the gaboon viper has a triangular head, and its fangs are hollow. They also have venom glands behind their eyes. But the gaboon viper lives with one of my favorite lizards, the veiled chameleon. While the veiled chameleon lives in Saudi Arabia, Madagascar is home to more than half of the world's chameleons. There are more than 200 species of chameleons in total, but all these cool lizards have a prehensile tail like a spider monkey. A chameleon's claws give them a Spider-Man-like grip, and unlike most lizards, their ankles almost fully rotate. While our eyes can only look in different directions, a chameleon's eyes can move independently. One eye could look where the next branch is, while the other could look at me. If I tried to see like a chameleon, I would feel dizzy. Every chameleon grows at their own pace, but they shed their skin in parts instead of all at once like snakes. Don't worry, we'll talk about a chameleon's tongue when we visit a panther chameleon in the secret reef and boneless beauties at the Tennessee Aquarium. We'll even get to see it catch a bug. Our last animal in part 1 is one of the world's largest reptiles. Say hello to Boom the Nile crocodile. Unlike the dwarf crocodile, Nile crocodiles are 20 feet long, which is as long as a fire truck. When a part of their body gets bitten off, a crocodile's immune system can help heal even the most painful bites. On land, a Nile crocodile can run up to 11 miles per hour. However, crocodiles are more active in the water. When the dry season starts in May or June, Nile crocodiles may move to a larger area of water or dig a hole in dried up riverbeds and start estivating, which is like hibernating but in warmer weather. But when the rains return in October or November, the crocodiles can start moving and eating prey. Normally, you might see crocodilians sunbathing or off exhibit in a zoo, but Boom was really active. Because the glass on the exhibit can get really dirty, the keepers have to clean it. First, the keepers put on their wetsuits, then move Boom to an area that's off display while they clean the exhibit. The keepers have lots of fish to keep them company, and sometimes they can find some of Boom's teeth. Besides, a Nile crocodile can go through 4,000 teeth in their lifetime and can replace each of their 68 teeth 50 times. Once the glass is cleaned up, the keepers can put Boom back on exhibit and give him some food. We'll get to see the Nile crocodile's cousin, the saltwater crocodile, when we visit the Museum of Living Art at the Fort Worth Zoo. And that's the end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll see colobus monkeys, painted dogs, hyraxes, dwarf mongooses, and even go behind the scenes to meet their okapis. Today's question is, if you could name a hippo, what would you name it? Thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time. You're smart, creative, and kind.